All right, y'all. What's up? Welcome back to Spot City Talk. Tonight we're going to be talking about child support and how it affects the Black community. So I'm Jamisha,
Oreo.
Jennifer.
and I am kind of on the fence about it. It kind of depends on the situation whether or not I'm for it or against it. What about y'all?
I'm gonna say I'm against it.
I'm 100% for it. 100%.
Snapback.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, I finally get to see some debate. Yes.
Okay, so why are you for it?
I'm for it because I don't think a man should have an option in taking care of his child. I think that if the man is completely absent from the child's life and the mother is taking care of the child, the mother deserves some kind of support. She didn't lay down and have a baby by herself. She may have made the wrong decision to lay up with the wrong person, but she didn't do it by herself. I don't think the mother should be left completely 100% accountable for another being by herself. Like, she didn't create that being by herself.
Right, I agree with you on that. But she also decided to keep that child. So that was a choice that she made.
And because some people don't believe in abortions. You
Right.
understand? So just because I made the mistake and laid down and had a child with you, and I decided to keep my responsibility, and you say for the men that act like they're gonna be there at the beginning, and then you up and decide to find another female, we break up, and then you disappear out of my life and the child's life, why is that fair?
No, that's not fair at all.
Well, that happens.
But at the same time, you still made the choice to be a mother. So,
And when that man made the choice to lay down with me without a condom and come in me, he made the choice to be a father. Why are we not holding our men to be as accountable as we do our women?
I will agree with that. We don't do that.
I wouldn't say he made the choice to be a father. He just made the choice to produce life.
Right.
Now he's a shitbag. I'm gonna say it like this. I disagree with it on a political stance, but on a moral stance, I agree with child support. I just don't agree with the system of child support. That's what it is. It's not that I don't agree with child support as far as the definition of word, but I just don't agree with the systematical child support. I think that a man, of course, should take care of his child, has to support his child. I mean, that's the natural law. Especially us as Africans, we got that bad, man. We've been brainwashed and stereotyped into thinking that we can't handle it and get the hell on. You can't do that because in order to create a great life, you got to have that equal balance, that yin and that yang, that male and that female. You have to have that equal balance. Even if you and the partner ain't getting along, you still got to get along for that kid. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be together. You just got to work together.
Right.
So I believe in child support, of supporting the child, such as that sort. I just don't get into that legalizational system of it because for numerous reasons, really. But the main big part of it is it's a scam. Really, the child support system is a scam by the United States government. The majority of it comes from mothers that are single mothers and sometimes single fathers, but mainly on the majority part, single mothers that go for welfare. The law was changed that when a single mother applies for welfare, that state has to turn over to the federal authorities and they automatically enforce child support for most states. And the reason they do that is to create funds to pay back for that welfare. It's the whole purpose and reason for it is so that they can pay off their funds, which you got to realize where welfare comes from. It comes from our tax money. So I look at it like this. Okay, I got this child. I got this job. I ain't in this child's life. For whatever reason it is, I'm not in this child's life. The child's with the mother. Now I'm on this child support. I'm already paying taxes that go into the welfare. Okay, they go into the welfare system. Then on top of that, you're taking away money that I need to live a life. I can't make money if I can't live a life. I can't afford my rent. I can't afford my bills. I can't afford anything because you're taking out of my paycheck. And then follow behind that, I fall behind, so you lock me up. Now I can't get a job nowhere. it's just a continuous cycle of destruction. And I know it sounds kind of sexist because it's speaking on the male behalf, but it really happens both ways, male and female. But just for the majority part, and for sake of conversation, I'm going off of the majority part, which is male. And now he's in this system and he can't do anything. So now he can't even be in this child's life at all. Uh, so for the politicalized reason of it, that's why I can't mess with it, because of what it's all stemmed from. It's stemmed to kind of have a reason to keep us locked up, downgraded, uh, broke, poor, into poverty, and to fund what the government's supposed to be funded anyways. When they create your account off of your birth, that's why they're allowed to make so much money, because it's called a life expectancy fund or trust fund that they're allowed to create. So there's already enough money in the system to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it's already being paid for on top with extra from our normal everyday tax paying lives and stuff like that. But I do believe, under any circumstance, a man that ain't taking care of his child, I think he needs his ass whooped. In all honesty, I think he need to be beat to death. You know what I mean? He ain't worthy of life. If you can create life, but you can't take care of that life you create, you ain't worthy of life.
And I think that when most men realize that it's not about the money so much more as your time, I think that that's the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
When you pay child support, you're automatically supposed to be allowed to see and spend time with your child. It's supposed to be in effect. So for these men out there saying that they pay child support, but they're not allowed to see their child, there's something wrong in that. You need to look into that, because that's not facts. If you're paying child support, you are legally allowed to be in your child's life for some kind of period of time. I mean, they may set up time frames where you can see your child. What is it called?
It's visitation, but you have to, and this is from me watching somebody I love go through this himself. He will pay child support, and she will still tell him, "No, you can't see your child."
That's when you call police.
He had to go to the judge and get a court order to see his child. Now that part I don't understand.
Yep.
If he is doing what he's supposed to as a father, he's paying his child support, and you're bitter.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. And then you go and put him on child support just because he don't want you anymore. That's ridiculous. That's why I'm saying I'm on the fence with child support. Like, if you're not just helping your child, then you're wrong. But if he is trying to help his child and you're just doing this, putting these white folks in his life just because he don't want you or some shit like that, then you're wrong. That's wrong. And then he still pay it and he can't see his kids. You're dead wrong for that. Period. Like, I can't. Can I? So that's, I'm still on the fence for it.
I have to touch on something you said. You said that once you don't pay the child support, you get locked up, and then you make it where they can't get a job afterwards. Mm-hmm. That's something that we have to think about before we lay down and have children. You need to be established where you can take care of another being. You're creating another life. Now, don't get me wrong.
And I agree with that.
My first child, I was not established. I was a child myself. But at that time, I was young and I did not understand. Now that I'm older, for those people that's our age that still end up with these people and keep having kids after kids after kids, like, at some point, you have to realize, like, this is not acceptable. If you're not making the money to take care of your child, you should not have your kids. Like, you should not especially continue to have kids over and over again. Because what are you setting yourself up for? Like, what are you, and you're creating another person, another being that you are 100% responsible for. And I think that's something that a lot of people today don't realize, because they put them off on their parents, or they put them off on so-and-so. You are solely responsible as a mother to support and take care of your kids. My goal as a child is to prepare my child for the world and love them and try to protect them as much as possible. That is my job as a mother. Right. Even once they out my house, I'm still trying to protect them, because that's what my role is. And when you take on that role and you have kids, that is two people, because not only am I like that with my child, but her dad is like that as well. And her stepdad is also like that as well about my kids. And that's the way it takes a whole village. You don't just take one person.
Right. It takes a village to raise a child.
It does. Yeah. And it's still hard. It's still hard. So I can't imagine for the single mothers out there really just trying to do it for themselves. I can't imagine. Like, with more than one. I
Right.
can't. Lord Jesus.
So we weren't really able to get really deep off into it like we want to, but we still want your feedback to know how you feel, what you think, whether you agree or disagree with what we said tonight. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, all the above.
Drop your comments.
All right, holla.